3 people sent me messages this week. They didn't know each other. They've never met. But all 3 told me the same thing, that they were alone. But in reality, they weren't. Hello, I am the Void Keeper. Tonight, I'm not telling you a story I found. I'm telling you 3 stories that were sent to me by people who watch this channel the way you're watching it right now. You can send me your stories from links in the description. Today, I'll become them, just long enough to tell you what they saw. This one comes from Sarah, 23 years old. It was 11:40 p.m. and the rain hadn't stopped since I got there. I'd babysat for this family for almost a year. Same house, same routine, same creak on the 3rd stair. The baby had been asleep for an hour and I had the monitor sitting on the kitchen counter the way I always did, volume turned up so I could hear if she stirred. At first, it was just static. Then a voice, calm, adult, talking to her the way you'd talk to settle a baby back to sleep. I went upstairs. The room was empty. Just her asleep, exactly the way I'd left her. I told myself it was the monitor picking up a neighbor's baby cam. Frequencies cross sometimes. I went back downstairs and put it out of my mind. The parents got home around 1 a.m. and before they paid me, the mother asked, out of nowhere, if I'd left the monitor recording. I hadn't, but it had been, the whole night, automatically, to the cloud. I watched it the next morning. The voice was there exactly where I remembered it, but this time, I could make out what it was saying. It wasn't talking to the baby at all. It was saying my name, over and over, low, almost gentle. And the timestamp. It didn't start when I heard it. It started the second I walked through their front door. This one comes from Mara, 29 years old. It was 3:14 in the morning, the kind of dead quiet hour the hospitals get on a slow night. I was restocking the 2nd floor supply closet alone under one flickering fluorescent tube that had needed replacing for weeks. I found a note clipped to the inventory sheet. Handwriting I recognized immediately because it was mine, signed with my initials, listing supplies that hadn't even been delivered yet, and dated 3 days from then. I laughed it off. Figured I'd written it on autopilot during a double shift and forgotten. It happens more than people think. 3 days later, I was back in that closet restocking the exact same shelf, and I picked up a pen to log an item that had just arrived. I wrote the note, word for word, in the same spot, without once thinking about the one I'd found before. It wasn't until I got home that I remembered and realized I had no memory of writing it at all, like I'd just stepped into a moment that had already happened, and the only proof was the handwriting I couldn't argue with. This one comes from Daniyal, 34 years old, Tehran. It was just past midnight and fog had rolled in thick enough that I could barely see past my own headlights. Late delivery, quiet, residential street, the kind of fare I usually didn't take this late, but the pay was good, so I went. My dash cam runs every shift, front and back, standard practice. About 10 minutes in, I felt the car shift, that small dip you feel when someone sits down behind you. I checked the mirror. Empty seat. I told myself it was the road. Kept driving. The address was a house with no lights on, and the front door was already open before I even parked. No one came out for the package. I left it on the step and got out of there. That night, before bed, I reviewed the dashcam footage the way I always do when a delivery feels off. Every frame was empty, except one. One single frame in the back seat where a man was sitting, looking directly into the camera. I searched the address the next day. A man matching that face had been reported missing from that exact house 3 years ago. If you've made it this far, you already know what I'm going to ask. Subscribe. So the next story finds you too. And if something has happened to you, something you still can't explain, send it to me. I'll keep your name safe. I am the Void Keeper. I'll see you in the next video.